Hello, my name is Jamie Morgan. I'm one of the facilitators for the Penn Literacy Network. We're putting this video together to show you some of our founding principles and frameworks. Let's begin with some thoughts from our founder. When Dr. Morton Botel founded the PLN, an essential aspect of his philosophical stance was built into the fabric, which was focused on validating and honoring teachers. He believed the most precious resource in education was teacher energy. And I couldn't agree with him more. PLN believes that teachers and students benefit when teachers assume the role of coach, guiding students to engage in critical and creative thinking across the curriculum. Another idea central to PLN is co-constructionism, which gives a voice to each person engaged in the learning process. Co-construction can be achieved at any age, at any level, at any content area, and any set of students from pre-K to 12th grade and beyond with our adult learners as well. The teachers ask questions that stimulate the minds and bodies of the students, and we encourage and guide them to make meaning of the world around them. Questions like, what does this remind you of? What do you think? What does this look like? How does this change your mind? Is this different from yesterday? Once the students can successfully answer these types of questions, we need to guide them to the true goal of co-construction, which is when the learning is made by and of the students' answers to the questions they pose themselves. In education, we've been asking these age-old questions like, was my lesson successful? Did my students learn? What tools should I use to determine if my students learn? Well, one of the pillars of PLN is the 4 lenses of learning. The 4 lenses provide a framework for examining classroom activities and environments, and a way to both plan and evaluate lessons throughout the teaching process. The 4 lenses are the human lens, the meaning-centered lens, the social lens, and the language-based lens. And I like to remember them by saying, how my students learn. The first letter of each lens, human, meaning, social, and language. How my students learn. The human lens, I ask myself, are my students' voices and ideas being heard and honored? From the meaning-centered lens, I ask them, are they making connections to their prior knowledge? I like to consider this the Velcro lens. We need to stick new knowledge to prior knowledge, and we have to find a way to activate that prior knowledge. The social lens, I ask myself, are my students learning and interacting with others? And for the language-based ends, I ask myself, are my students using reading, writing, and talking to learn? Once you have an understanding of these lenses, you can then use it to both plan your lessons and evaluate how well your lessons are going to see if you're meeting your students' needs.